each other's ways and learn from each other. So this is a great question. Who is ARIIX? ARIIX was founded 9 years ago, and it was founded on the philosophy that there's something broken in the industry. Almost all our founders were executives at USANA, and USANA is a great company, but they saw some abuses essentially on representative rights, and that they were big enough abuses that they felt very passionate about it. So they started with the foundation of how can we shake things up a little bit, and not in terms of being super innovative with technology or even having the most unique product. The way they wanted to shake things up was the way that they treated representatives. And it was something they felt so passionate about that they started ARIIX. They left USANA and started ARIIX. So that 100% is the core identity of who we are today. It's what attracted me. I've been with ARIIX 4 years now, and it's what attracted me to ARIIX is the way that the founders treated representatives. Because after 8 years at MaVie, which is my personal history, I also saw a lot of the cases of what they were talking about. And so it was founded on the foundation of how do we make the best company for the most people. And that was how ARIIX was founded. It goes into, like Lee said, it's a public holiday here today, and it's Independence Day, which is the celebration of our anniversary. So we've got a bunch of plans to go do fireworks and things like that tonight to celebrate. But the next question on the slide was regarding the Bill of Rights and what is ARIIX's Bill of Rights. And it has reference to America's birthday, obviously, because America has a Bill of Rights. It has rights for individuals, citizens of the nation, that are foundational to the health of the nation. And it doesn't matter really which political side you lean to. Obviously, America's got struggles just like everywhere else does in the world. But in terms of ARIIX, the Bill of Rights are, what we would view as constitutional or architectural rights of a representative. And things as simple as, hey, we can't change the policies and procedures on you without getting your permission. Because as easy as it is to design an amazing compensation plan and to have policies and procedures that protect representatives in their business, if a company has a right just to change it without any vote from the other side, it isn't much of a right. It's like a dictatorship or a monarchy where we just determine what is going to happen. And that is how most companies are run today. And so this probably, for me, is the most unique single item about ARIIX, that representatives have a Bill of Rights. It allows you a formal vote before any compensation plan changes are made via the founders and those that are inducted into the Founders Club. And it gives you the ability to have a policies and procedures and protections that are there for you and that don't change unless you give us your permission to do so. And we're all upfront about it. Cam, you've been with the company a little bit longer than me. Do you want to touch on the history of what you've seen? Because you also worked with them at USANA, and you've been here with the Bill of Rights and had a lot of issues there. Would you like to just highlight that for a minute?
Yeah, thank you, Brandon. The Bill of Rights it's an amazing piece that we've put into our policies and procedures. And what's interesting is in this industry, pretty much every company uses the same set of policies and procedures. And there's a couple funny things inside these standard boilerplate policies and procedures. And one of them is that a company can move from network marketing into retail at any time that they want to. So essentially saying, hey, you did such a great job building our business, so much so that we're now going to go retail, right? That's terrible. That's one of the things that we saw in the industry that said this, people in this industry fundamentally believe that it is their business. I'm building my business for my legacy. But companies and their policies and procedures have the ability to take that away from you, to move to something completely different and say, thank you for all of your hard work. we're now going to go build this on our own. We thought that that was absolutely terrible. We thought that that was unfair. Everything that we did with the Bill of Rights was to say, we as ARIIX cannot take your business away from you and do just what we want. You've worked hard to build this business, so we can't just change and go to the retail sector and abandon the network marketing sector, right? We can't just terminate your account for no cause. And in fact, even if there was cause for terminating your account, you have the ability to appeal and to go talk to your Founders Club members, the people who are out in the field with you, and they can overturn terminations. Now, the fact is we haven't really terminated very many people, and the terminations that we have done have been, because of crazy situations, I'll tell you that. But we fundamentally believe that this is your business and we don't have a right to take that away from you. If you've built it, if you're growing it, it's yours. This is here for your legacy. And that's really what the Bill of Rights is all about, is keeping your business your business. And that's something that is not, you may believe that that's that way in this industry, but it's not. Most of the, read them. I challenge you to read Old Policies and Procedures. It will show you that they can take away your business any time that the company wants to. With our Bill of Rights, we're protecting you, and it's in writing. It's not just us saying it. It is actually in writing that we cannot take away your business. We cannot make changes on you without your votes. Okay, this is us showing that we're in true partnership with you, that you actually do own your business. You have a say in your business. You have a vote, and we can't unilaterally just make decisions for your business. So that's really what the Bill of Rights is all about. It was an important change, and it was something that disrupted the industry that a lot of other companies, I'll tell you what, were actually really mad at us about that we did that, because we're now forcing them to have to make changes to their policies and procedures, because their reps and their customers look at them and say, hey, how come this company can do it, but you still have these policies? And we get a lot of calls from companies going, hey, what are you guys doing, man? You're really making it hard for us over here to maintain our policies. So it's been a good thing, but it's been uncomfortable for the industry, which I think is exactly what the industry needed.
Thanks so much, Cam. I wanted to go to the next question here that Lee's brought up on the slide, which is what markets is ARIIX currently in? And the related slide, which is the next one, is how do I build in these markets plus other markets that we have? You can see them listed here. North America, we've got a strong presence in Canada, Mexico, and the US. Asia Pacific was where we started our business. So that has been at the core of where we've had a structure and since the beginning. So Greater China is a huge market for us. We're in Hong Kong, we're in Taiwan, we're in a lot of the Russian states, Kazakhstan, Russia, Ukraine. We're in South Korea. Australia came to us via another merger with Nucerity, and New Zealand as well. And so one of the ways we love to grow is through organic growth of the field. And the other way we love to grow is through external means via mergers and acquisitions. And so some of these markets we open via those means, and some we open when someone just has a great team and they want to bring a new opportunity to ARIIX, and we work with them to do that. Europe is our fastest growing market and collectively our biggest market now. And Cameron and I actually I just moved back in March, but for the 18 months before that, we were next door neighbors in Ireland, and Cameron still lives there, and he manages the Europe market. And it has seen incredible growth. We see it firsthand being there, and it's an exciting place for us. So officially serve what we call OTG markets. We're in Belgium, France, Ireland, Israel, Italy, Netherlands, Poland, Switzerland, the UK. Spain is not listed there, but Spain's another market. We're working to open Germany officially in the future. And we also service, and this is great for this question on the slide, many different countries via one of our entities that is already there throughout Europe. And We operate a hub and spoke model there, so we can service really almost anywhere in EU, um, and deliver product, pay commissions, all the important things. What we would classify as an official opening market would have more reference to either local management that's there, product registrations that have specifically been done for a certain country versus just importing them on a personal basis. And so there's some little distinctions, but essentially all of Europe is open, and we ship to many markets that were not listed on that list. Our global logistics is one of the core strengths and core competencies of ARIIX, and so we're able to ship to a lot of places throughout the world. So if you have a specific market that you're thinking of that's not on that list or that you haven't heard talked about, please let us know, and we can look into what it would take to service that market as well.
Brandon,
Cam, you're president of international, so you're over all these markets and the growth of the company as well. Anything to add on that one?
No, I think you covered it pretty well. Like Brandon said, if there are markets that you're interested in, we've got a pretty well designed setup of how we open markets. We are very quick, actually, probably one of the quickest in the industry to be able to go in and open markets, not just willy-nilly, but pretty legitly get them open. We do have a pretty good pattern that we follow. So feel free to contact myself. Feel free to contact Brandon. If there's any markets that you're looking at or that you're interested in, we'll kind of walk through with you what it takes and what our process is there. And then obviously all of the markets that you're currently in from the MaVie side, we're going to be looking into registering, doing our product registrations there, being able to carry the excitement that you have into those markets additionally with the ARIIX products as well.
Cameron, am I right to understand, so from what has been easiest for me is if I wanted to know if ARIIX is shipping to a market, I've just gone to the ARIIX website and I clicked on shop and I just looked for the flag there. So for instance, I found South Africa, I found all the European countries that I was looking for. So even though we're not officially open there, if I see the flag there, we ship there, right?
You got it. We ship there, we pay commissions there, we service that. And we service those ones really well. So those are open for what we call our NFR model, right? Which is personal consumption model. You can get products shipped there. We pay commissions there. We actually do a really good job in all of those markets. We don't list those as officially open because we don't have, like Brandon said, a local management team in those areas. They're still a little bit smaller and growing. And as they continue to grow, that's when we upgrade those to officially open markets. So Lee, you hit it right on the head, man. That's a perfect answer.
Okay, thanks. So now to this question is, can we start building in markets that MaVie is currently not in? What does MaVie members need to do?
So what we would do, you're now in the back office system. You've been migrated to the Activate compensation plan, which means that you're able to sell current ARIIX products that are in markets that MaVie is not in. We're working to, as fast as possible, get MaVie products into those countries, and we'll release those dates and the information as soon as our regulatory team kind of has a timeline with opening the market. But you're welcome to build in those markets. You cannot, in every market that you're not in, build with the current suite of MaVie products, but you could with ARIIX products. And we will be there as soon as possible with the MaVie products. It's something that we're actively working on. So I don't have a specific date yet for every single market, but it's something that we'll publish as soon as we get information on each one of those.
Yeah, but what's really cool about that too is you can be recruiting your teams, you can be building those on the ARIIX suite of products and getting them excited. And I'm telling you, our regulatory teams are busting their butts getting things looked at and getting things done, and they're pretty quick. So continue to build your teams in. This is what I would do, right? In the markets that the MaVie products are in, keep focusing on the MaVie products, keep building those markets. In the markets where it's just the ARIIX products, man, we're going to be giving you great trainings, going through, getting you updated on how the products work, what they look like, what they feel, smell, taste, right? We'll give you everything on that. Build in these markets using those products. And as we integrate the MaVie products into those, man, it's just going to take fire, right? So what you don't want to do is just wait around and say, okay, well, I'm going to wait until the MaVie products come in. You're going to lose some ground. You're going to lose some opportunities, I'm telling you, because right now the momentum is huge and everybody's on fire and everybody is looking at our MaVie. So this announcement for everybody was huge. So don't wait.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Next question. What is the business operating system, the boss system that I've been promoting crazily because I really found it amazing. But would you mind explaining the rest of the field?
I'd love to. The business orientation system, this has kind of gone through some iterations and some transitions, and we're making it better and better. When we first started the business orientation system, it was a booklet, right? It was kind of the old school pamphlets and everything like that. We have since, over the years, transitioned this to an online tool and is continuing to transition to even better services. So at the current moment, what the business orientation system is an online training platform where you go through, it'll give you the overview of the products. It gives you overview of the compensation plan. I have a piece in there where I give you an overview of the X office and how that operates and works. There's also information on company history and on the founders. So that's just one small piece. With the business orientation system as well, you are granted lifetime access to our back office systems. That's all the reporting, that is all of the enrollment and the customer shopping that you need, all of the smart links, which don't worry, Omar's going to go through all of these things with you, right? We'll take it one chunk at a time. This gives you your replicated sites, but Brandon and I have kept something in our pocket we've been working on for quite a while now, which is this new onboarding system. We hope to have that launched within middle of 2021-ish. And what that's going to do is it's basically broken up into 28-day chunks where we take your new prospects and your new representatives and customers through the onboarding system. What do I need to do day 1? What do I do day 8? What do I do day 27, right? Day after day, what are the actions that they need to take? So while the business orientation system right now includes your current training platform and the back office systems and your replicated sites, it is going to be moved into a suite of wholly put together online trainings, online onboarding systems, and you'll see that coming here through soon.
Okay. That's great. So new people that's joining, okay? So how do they get Boss? Or how do they get this?
Yeah, so for the people that are joining, all of you have access to the business orientation system now. You don't need to do anything special. What you're going to do is inside your back office, there's going to be, I believe it's under tools. I don't have it on my computer right here. What we'll do is we'll send out a little message, but inside your back office system, inside the X office, there is a link to the business orientation system. Once you're logged into your back office, you don't have to log into the Boss or anything like that. It'll just take you to the training platform where you can watch those videos. Now, here's what's cool. Okay. Sorry, Lee, I just wanted to tell this. We have a program that you're going to learn about called the ARIIX Opportunity Rewards. And this is basically for business building activities and actions that you do, we give you opportunity credits that you can use to spend on trips. You can use them to spend on iPhones. We sold a bunch of vacuums in Australia. People wanted those, right? It's basically credits you can use to buy things. Why I mention that is by going through the business orientation system and watching all those videos, you're earning ARIIX opportunity credits as well that you can use towards those purchases. So you can also use those for product purchases and travel and things like that. So there are rewards. It's not just about going in and learning, which I think is reward enough, but we do reward you for watching those videos and doing business building activities.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much. Next question, what is PV?
PV. All right. I believe, and Lee, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that you guys called it MV,
No,
right?
CV. We call it commissionable volume, CV, yeah.
You called it commissionable volume. Okay. PV, we just call this personal volume, commissionable volume. What it's all the same thing. There's so much different nomenclature out there in the industry, right? PV is the point value associated to the products, right? So you had CV, CV is PV, PV is CV, same thing, different name.
Okay, so the follow-up question then is, what do we have to do to stay commission active in our...
Beautiful. Great question. I believe that you in MaVie, and it's been a while, I was actually there during the first iteration of the MaVie compensation plan. I remember, it was so awesome. I believe that you had was it a 40 point per month qualification or 25 or?
Yeah, that's, yeah,
yeah.
Depending on additional people that you, yeah, but your personal volume is, that's correct. Your personal.
Correct. Okay. See, ours is pretty similar. What we loved about the MaVie compensation plan and what we love about ours is that there's not a personal purchase requirement. What the requirement is to stay commission qualified is 100 points per month. Okay, so 100 PV, 100 CV per month. That can come from your own purchases. That can come from purchases of your preferred customers. So just like MaVie was able to count your sales to preferred customers or your personal purchases or a combination of both, right? That's the requirement for commission activity, commission qualification, what we call it. So again, every 28 days, we run on a 28-day cycle, which I believe you did as well. It's 100 points every 28 days, which can come from your own personal purchases, not required, or it can come from the purchases of your personally sponsored preferred customers.
Okay, so if I don't, what happens if I don't qualify for the commission in 4 weeks? So say, for instance, I've been qualifying for 4 weeks, 3 times in a row, but the fifth 4 week or the 5th month, I don't qualify for commission with qualifying the 100 PV. What happens then?
So what would happen is your commission qualification would turn to gray. Basically, you would not be commission qualified and ineligible to earn commissions. However, and I say this 100%, our customer service teams, I know because I trained all of our customer service teams, have been trained to be very understanding. Hey, my credit card failed. Hey, I totally forgot to do my auto delivery. You know what? I ran out of time and I needed a few more days. We're so understanding. Call if you miss your qualification, right? Even if you're a couple weeks after and you call and you go, listen, can I make that up? Call our customer service teams. They will backdate. They will help you. We are all about the business partnership here. We're not here to try and to create undue damage or undue harm to you, right? We are all about the partnership. So if you don't qualify for commission, call the customer service teams. All of them have been trained to go, okay, let's work together. Let's figure it out. And they will backdate, they will reinstate commissions, all of that fun stuff.
We even have a formal process. Cam, do you want to tell them about the flex time purchasing?
Yes. Okay, great. So our commission period ends on Friday, right? So you'll have your 4 weeks and then plus the rest of the week up to Friday to make sure that you're commission qualified. If you do miss that, call our customer service teams. They can help you out. But let's say that the next week you had a bunch of orders placed on Monday, right, that you wanted to bring back into the following week. We actually have a process called flex time ordering, and this is how it works. If you wanted to bring an order from Monday into the previous week to count for the previous commission week, you can do that. We open that up. In fact, you have all of Monday to do that, to call into customer service and say, hey, you know what? We had a couple orders placed late, or I had a couple orders that are going to help me with a title advancement or a better commission. Can you take orders from Sunday and Monday and put them into the previous week? And our customer service team will say, yep, you just tell us which ones, we'll move it back. That is a benefit of ours called flex time ordering that is available to all of you.
That's really great. What I really like about what I'm hearing is this partnership with the field. and the fact that it can be flexible to benefit both parties, which is really amazing, which is really taking the hand of the person and giving the best opportunity to earn. So this is a MaVie related question specifically. So everybody that's now with MaVie, that is now transitioned to ARIIX, do they have to get 100 PV in the first 4 weeks? And I will just respond to that. They don't. So ARIIX has given us 8 weeks to prepare for the first 4-week cycle of 100 PV. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 100% correct. What we wanted was to make it easy to transition and not to be confused about qualification at ARIIX versus qualification at MaVie. There is no sponsorship requirement like there was at MaVie. So it's just, like Cam said, a very straightforward 100 points. So however you want to make up 100 points between you and your preferred customers, that's how you qualify. And we wanted to give you a transition time. There's enough to learn about, other products, other markets, other ways to transition your business and start building, that we didn't want to have you trip over a little hurdle for the first 8 weeks. So that's a gift from us to you. And 8 weeks on your next qualification period, after the 8 weeks would be the first one where you'd be qualified at 100 points.
So thank you for that. And I think what is important to understand for the MaVie members here is that with MaVie, we were a membership model where people had to enable them to qualify for commission, they had to pay the monthly membership. Okay, so this is fundamentally different in ARIIX, because the only thing that you have to do, there's no membership fee. The only thing that you have to do is this 100 PV over the 4-week cycle. So important to note on that is, so this 8 weeks is for people who were paying monthly, okay? But we had in MaVie also people who were paid annually, which bought an annual pack up front. So I would just like to share with them what is happening to their membership. So before I show them where to find that information is, so what is happening to the $49, which was the monthly membership with MaVie, that has now become a product, which will be automatically transferred to auto delivery. Okay, so which means that every 4 weeks you will pay the $49, which is for the meal and the DNA personalized meal and fitness plan. But that is a choice. So you can either continue with that and have access to that, or you can add, you can get preferred customers with that, because that gives you 30 PV per person that has that product. But you can always add other products as well to auto delivery to help you qualify. So for the members that were on annual membership, if you want to know when you needed to qualify for the first time, when you log into the ARIIX office, you will see the 8 tiles that you can see on the left-hand side of the screen. And you will see the top right one, it's got a little truck on it, it says auto delivery. If you click on that, then you will see your next release week. For instance, this is somebody that got an annual membership, which only expires in week 12 of 2021. So they don't have to do the 4-week qualification criteria until that week. That's when they start their 4-week cycle. If somebody wants to cancel, so this is the same place where somebody can see and set up their auto delivery as well. So everybody, if somebody wants to cancel their 49 monthly subscription of the DNA meal and fitness plan, this is also where they would go and cancel it. But if you've got any questions I will share with you where can you contact anybody to give you an assistance. So thank you for ARIIX for honoring our annual membership. Okay, so the next question is around, will there be a change in the product pricing? Okay, so I will also just give a brief overview, and Brandon and Cameron, please you can feel free to add to that. It's just there will be, so when we look at the product prices, there were minimal change to the packs. We actually reduced, amazingly, the skincare prices. The serum went from $120 to about $80, which is really amazing value now from our skincare products. But just to ensure that the pricing was aligned with the ARIIX Activate compensation plan, and that they are all rewarding their reps equally and equitably, there were some minor tweaks. It was really, really a few dollars here and there, but nothing dramatic. The very important to understand is, so all the markets that ARIIX is officially opening in, they charge in the local currency and they pay commissions in the local currency. So there was a question earlier about when can we charge in South African rands. So as soon as the market is open, we will be able to do that. But also, so the price that you now see in the shopping cart includes the local currency firstly, as well as it will include the local taxation. And now different to us as well is that previously with MaVie, the products were all added up together and then the weight was determined and then we charged the shipping rate. So you never knew how much you were going to charge and get charged until you check out. With ARIIX, they charge the shipping fee up front. So the price that you see in the shopping cart includes delivery fee as well. So therefore you will see the changes. So the base product price really didn't change. It's now just included delivery as well as local taxation. So that is where you will see some of the biggest changes.
And Lee, I would just add, any changes you see in the points on the products were to ensure the same payout, more or less. So we went through every single product at MaVie and we looked at what the payout per product was, and we wanted it to be very comparable. So just having a different compensation plan, a different, points that work a little bit differently. The way we looked at it was, what were you making selling this product at MaVie, and now what are you making selling this product at ARIIX? So that's the other change you may see. So great job explaining that, Lee.
Okay, thank you. Next thing, does ARIIX pay on rank? Okay, and the question is there, no, they don't. With MaVie, you had to increase your income level, you had to increase your rank, your qualification rank, and that depending on your qualification for that week, depending on how you will actually earn. So I don't know, between Brandon or Cameron, can you just basically explain a little bit about how that is different with ARIIX?
Yeah, so this is actually something really cool that we think was disruptive in the industry. Is a lot of companies, most companies, in order to title advance or in order to earn commissions, will say, okay, you need to hit a certain rank, and then maybe you need to have one person on the left and one person at the right at a certain rank, right, in order to title up, or in order to earn a certain bonus. We felt personally that rank requirements and certain number of people requirements and people at this level and this level was just too complicated. What we wanted to do was simplify the process throughout the entire compensation plan. So all earnings in ARIIX are just based off of PV or CV, as you understand it. Okay, we don't have any requirements for you need to be at a certain rank in order to earn a bonus, like a leadership bonus or a savings bonus or anything like that. None of our bonuses are associated with having to be at a certain rank. So that said, when you title advance, there are a lot of benefits. We do great recognition on our title advancements. And by virtue of title advancing, I promise you the commissions that are associated with title advancing are really, really good. So we don't focus on a title advancement one time and say, okay, we're going to pay a $10,000 title advancement bonus, right? What we want to do is encourage you, instead of trying to just ramp up in title advance to get that one punch, we encourage you to build a steady and a solid business, right? And we will recognize you for those title advancements, but you're going to be making lots of money along the way. Okay,
thank you. So just if you want to take a screenshot of how how transition from MaVie's recognition rank into the ARIIX recognition rank. So they still have ranks, but it's all about recognition, right? So you can just take C. So if you were, for instance, LSE in MaVie, you will now be a manager in ARIIX recognition title.
Okay, and one more thing, Lee, on that. Sorry, we do have a lot of, and they'll get to know these things such as power rankings and such, that are associated with recognition. Our recognition is not just a feel good, rah, you did a great thing. we determine a lot of our communications and a lot of our team building and a lot of our decision making based on our power rankings, which a lot of that comes from rank. And there are a lot of benefits associated with power ranking. There's a lot of trips that we do based off power ranking. There are a lot of contests we do based off of power ranking. So when we say recognition, that your title is only a recognition thing, that's not true, because your title does have a big impact inside of our power rankings, which have a lot of monetary and a lot of physical benefits as well.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
great.
so power ranking is another program that we'll teach you more about. Essentially, it's doing the things that grow a business. So it's the growth of your organization, the number of enrollments that you make in representatives, the number of enrollments you make in preferred customers, the earnings that you're making, and the stability of the business that you're building all go into what we call a power ranking, and it's outside of the formal title advancement that we just saw on the last screen. And it's an incredible program because it kind of gives you a sense of the movers and shakers of just growing a business, even though they haven't reached a certain title yet. You can see who is working towards that title, and you can see where everyone else is as well. So it's a little bit competitive, and it can get kind of fun that way. But we also do a number of recognition events. In fact, our biggest incentive for the whole year is the top power rankers in the world get what we call a super trip. And so there's a lot of competition that goes throughout the year to try to earn that super trip. We have other regional benefits and other programs like Next Gen, where it's power rankers that are kind of newer in the markets. They get personal mentorship from executives at ARIIX. And so we have a lot of stuff that we'll continue to talk about. But power ranking is a really fun program that kind of lets you know how you're doing on a weekly basis with your business.
Okay, thanks, Brendan. Okay, so now we come to the ARIIX business levels. Okay, so this is something that is brand new to us. I think this is not something that's common in the companies that I've been exposed to. So can please just explain to us, what is the ARIIX business levels? What is the importance of it? And just a basic overview of how does this work?
No problem. Yeah, so the ARIIX business levels, this is I don't like to say the level of seriousness that you want to come into the business, but sometimes that's it, right? These are the different levels that you can introduce your new reps into the business, or that you can really grow up into these levels. Now, these levels have a lot of different benefits when it comes to the amount of pay lines, which you guys will learn about. Omar's going to be doing a compensation plan training on the 8th, I believe. When it comes to pay lines, when it comes to, obviously, the bigger the business level, the more product that comes with that. There's a lot of benefits that come with these business levels, and we have a sheet that we can send that outlines those business levels. But basically, you can come in at one of 4 different levels. And activated is 200 points, and it comes with some great benefits, comes with great product, it comes with great earning potentials. Business level at 500, our elite level at 1,000 points, and ultimate level at 1,500 points. And you achieve these levels by either personally purchasing or having your preferred customers collate enough volume within your first 4 weeks to get to that level. Okay. Again, each of these business levels unlocks a lifetime of benefits and perks that we call business enhancements. That's additional pay lines. In the one of my favorite bonuses called the team lead bonus, this has a specific impact on your team lead bonus. The higher your business level, the higher your team lead bonus is going to be. So as Omar comes through and goes through the training, he's going to go through and talk to you and say, okay, at activated level, here's the team lead bonus percentage that you would be earning. At business level, here's the team lead bonus percentage you would be earning. Same for elite and same for ultimate. He'll also go through all of the benefits associated with that. So if I were to sum it up very easily, right, the higher the business level you have, the more benefits that are associated with it. but it's not a requirement to be at the highest business level. But I will tell you right now, and you'll learn in the compensation plan training, the higher business levels are very much worth it. There are some great benefits and lifetime benefits associated with those that are very important.
Okay, so just a question on that. So this is based on the sales points or the PV that the new person, when they joined, their first 4 weeks.
Correct.
So once that level, and this is not relating to the promotion that we will speak about shortly for existing MaVie members, right? So this is for a new person.
Mm-hmm.
So if he comes in at the activated level, is there any way to increase that level later on in the business, or are you activated for life?
Great question. So let's say that you were at activated, your 4 weeks is gone, and you're like, dang it, I should have done more. Here's a couple different things. Several times a year, we will offer an upgrade opportunity for you to be able to upgrade your business level from, let's say, activated, and you wanted to go to elite. We'll give you an opportunity to be able to do that. If, like I said, if you missed it by a few days and you're like, man, I was a couple points off, call customer service. Because again, Lee, you said it perfectly. Our partnership here is not about, we're not trying to stick you at one level because we think it's fun, and we're not trying to, really get you stuck at a certain place. We want to be your partner here, and we want to work with you. So if you just missed it, call customer service. They'll help you out. They'll get you taken care of. However, if you're like, no, I'm good at activated, and then 20 weeks later, you're like, man, I really wish that I had gotten to my business or my elite, several times a year, we will have opportunities for you to do that.
Okay, that's great. Then I just want to clarify that. So this is the opportunity. What I see here is if somebody joins, they've got 4 weeks, which means they've got opportunity to learn the products, go and find preferred customers to actually buy those products. So it's actually you giving them 4 weeks to go out there, find products that will suit their customers or the people that they know, and that is how they can get to higher levels. So it's not necessarily them buying into the business by spending an X amount of money.
Correct. You can do it either way. Some people prefer just to say, you know what, I just want to buy the ultimate pack, and because I want a bunch of products and I want to be able to do that. Some people are like, you know what, I'm going to buy my activated level, and the rest I'm going to do with preferred customer purchases that I personally sponsor. It's totally up to you. And that's why we wanted this to be totally flexible. And the biggest thing in this industry that is so important for us is sales to end consumers, right? We're not recruiting just to recruit. It's all about sales to end consumers, and getting people great product, getting them transformation stories, helping them on their journey. So that's why we've also included the ability to use preferred customer volumes.
Okay, that's really good. So what level will MaVie members start on? So you can take a screen on this, or you can just log into your ARIIX office and you will see your level there. So if you are LSA 1, you will be on activated. LSA 2 will be on business. LE will be elite, and LSE and above will be ultimate. So this is another gift from ARIIX to us. So thank you very much, guys, for helping us, because if we look at what the requirements was at the stage when most of our people joined in the beginning, there was not that amount of product that would have actually compensated to get to ultimate or elite even. So thank you for giving this to us. But this is not the end all and be all. You've gone even further to make this a promotion which will enable our associates to go out there and move from what their level is, and they will be able to go up to ultimate depending on what they are doing, personal effort. So I'll just quickly run through this, and I've done some examples to actually make it more practical. But basically, so a lot of people will have no business level because of they didn't make LSA 1. So they have to sponsor members. So if they sponsor 2 people, they will upgrade to activate 3 for business, 4 for elite, and 5 for ultimate. So if we just, for instance, let's look at the business level. So if you are starting off on the business level, you need to sponsor 1 member. You've got 8 weeks to do this, and you will move up to elite, or 2 for ultimate. So everybody's got the opportunity to go out there and actually hit ultimate, and we will do proper training on what's the benefit of this. But just one thing that I'm excited about is the team lead bonus, where you can earn up to 30% on the volume of the person that enrolls. So I really like this bonus. So I've done just like an example of a member that started off on the business level, but she would like to move up to ultimate. So if Sue is a member and she is currently on business, she brings on Jess, which is also a member, and this is important to understand that there must be a member. Jess has 200 PV, and she brings in Sam as well. And Sam's got 500 PV, which means she's actually brought in 2 members that qualify on activated. She will move from business to ultimate. Okay, so this is just the easiest way to do this. The second scenario is she brings in Jess, but Jess only does 30 PV, which means Jess won't qualify because she's less than 200. She brings in Sam, which does the 200. So instead of then moving up to ultimate, she will only move up to elite because she's technically only sponsored 1 member, although she actually brought in 2, but both didn't qualify by having 200 PV. The third scenario is Sue brings in a customer, Jess, which spends 200 PV, and she brings in Sam as a customer, which spends 200 PV. So she's not going to go to elite or ultimate because you have to sponsor 2 members, correct? And not 2 customers. Then the last scenario that I've got here is Sue brings in Jess. Again, in her first order, she only does 100 PV, but 2 weeks later, she brings in another 100 PV, which means she's got a total of 200, which means she qualifies. And then also Sam, which is a member with 200 PV. So Jess will indeed move up to ultimate in this scenario. So this is a 8-week program that we've got. So this is up until week 34, where people can move their business level by just personally sponsoring a member and getting them at least to activate it to qualify. I don't know if you guys have anything to add before we just go to some logistics.
No, I would just say,
add for a second the difference between PCs and representatives, our members, and the retail incentive.
Okay, yes.
So we essentially, you can sponsor 2 different ways. You can sponsor a PC, preferred customer, or you can sponsor a representative. A representative, and all the examples that Lee just gave, would be the member qualification. So they're active to earn commissions at 100, they're commission qualified at 200. So sponsoring 2 members at 200 PV gets you this upgrade opportunity. And remember, it's over 8 weeks. It's not over only a 4-week cycle. And so we're expanding the cycle, we're reducing the requirements to allow anybody that wants to upgrade to just work a little bit and to be able to get that. In addition to being just giving you the business level that we start with. And so that's a great way to do it. But with PCs, we talked about preferred customers in the past. That's essentially a different way to enroll somebody if they're not wanting to really build a business and participate in the compensation plan. You can enroll them as a personal customer to make purchases of all the great products that are available. And you can earn a direct benefit on those preferred customers on the sales that you give them. And we have a lot of cool tools with smart links and other things that you'll learn about that make that super easy to do both online and in person. And you can earn up to 30% directly on all the sales that you make of preferred customers. Or you can split the difference with them and give them a 15% discount on the product and earn 15% on the sales that you make to them. So it's kind of a straightforward way for if in the beginning you're out there recruiting and you can tell somebody's not at all interested in business building or in participating in the compensation plan, but they have a great deal of interest in the products and consuming those. That's what our preferred customer program is.
Okay, thank you, Brendan. So I see there's a question from Daniel that's asking, so you can't buy up your level, so not for existing MaVie members. New people, obviously, the more that you spend, the better your business level. But existing MaVie members, this is all about enrolling people, and you've got 8 weeks to do so. So just some housekeeping and some logistics around who do we contact for support. Yes, so if it's anything that's related to ARIIX specific, so compensation plan queries, anything to do with the X office, if you want to find out how to enroll a person, anything to do, how to delete the autoship, how to add the autoship, what's the benefit of autoship, any question that you've got that's regarding ARIIX, you would go to one of your local ARIIX support center. In Europe, they've got multiple ones where they support you in different languages, which is really great. So on screen, I have shared this on social media as well, but I'll share it again where people can get access to support. I've contacted support for 2 questions already, and I got amazing service. So they're really helpful, they're friendly. So please don't hesitate to contact them. So for anything MaVie related, if you want to know about the DNA, about the report, if you've got any DNA specific questions, or anything that's not ARIIX related specifically, you contact the same contact number that you've got before, the same number, or you send an email to your local support. So that is not changing. So just make sure that if you want the fastest help, please contact the correct person, because we don't want you to phone MaVie and ask something about compensation plan and we can't help you, and then you say, okay, well, let's find out for you, or let us phone them for you. So that please make sure if you want the right answers, go to the correct people. We will try, and they will help you definitely. And on our side, our CS is still learning about ARIIX as well as you are. So we will try to very soon have a one-stop shop where you can go for everything. But in the meantime, please just contact the relevant contact centers. So where can you find, so we've got a very comprehensive FAQ that we will actually, it will be up in Chinese as well, and simplified Chinese. So Alfred is busy with translation. So where do you find this list? This list is forever growing as we learn new things, as we have more questions. You can go, you log into MaVie.com, where you will see there's a banner at the bottom which says ARIIX merger FAQs for MaVie affiliates. You click on that and you will be able to see all the questions. And the list, like I said, the list is getting longer and longer. If there is a question that is not there, and it's an ARIIX related questions, feel free to reach out to ARIIX, or you can reach out to me or one of your leaders, filter through them, and that we will, if I don't have the answer, I will get the answer for you. Then just I would like to go through the training schedule. I'm not going to go through, I'm just going to go for the next week. So today we had the MaVie and ARIIX FAQ. On Monday, it's why ARIIX, and we have one of the ARIIX top leaders that's going to introduce themselves and just speak a little bit about their journey and what they're going through and their experience, which is really great. I'm looking forward to that. Then on Wednesday, we've got Compensation Plan 101, which is really where this all begins. And we hardly knew, everybody didn't understand the MaVie compensation plan even, but we're just going to break everything down into digestible chunks. So we will start with Compensation Plan 101, which is Omar that Cameron has spoken about, that we're all excited. I've had some training from Omar as well already. He's a really great guy. And then on Friday, we've got the how to enroll somebody online, as well as the shopping cart. So for all these trainings, the times are exactly the same, and the webinar ID is exactly the same. So, but I will share it in all the groups before the call start, day before the time as well. Or if you are on our MaVie page, they're all events there as well. So the links are there. Guys, thank you very much for joining me. I don't know if there's just some final words from Brandon and Cameron to help us through this transition.
Hey, I just say that thank you for allowing us to take some time. We love all the questions and participation, because that means that you're very interested to try to find the answers and make it work for you. We know this is a great move for us, and we hope it's a great move for you, and that you can learn to trust us and learn to see that we're very serious about this partnership idea that Cam talked about. We really do love our reps and want you to be successful in every way possible. So we try to make that as easy as possible by being transparent and forthright in our information. And you can see the training schedule here. We're serious about trying to get you as much information as possible. So thank you to everybody. We hope that this makes you excited in ways with new markets and opportunities for new products as well that you haven't had in the past. For some people, that's going to make them excited. And if you just want to keep building with the great MaVie products that you already have, keep doing that as well. So we hope this is just a win-win-win for everybody, win for MaVie and for ARIIX and for reps and everybody involved. So thank you for your time.
Yeah, we're just final words from me. We're really excited. What we love about this is obviously the great mix of products, the great mix of opportunities, but more than anything, it's the great mix of people. And I talked about that on our first call. All right, we're so keen to learn from you and learn from your culture and learn what works for you. Right, we'll teach you some of the things that we've learned throughout the years, right, that really work in the industry. And it's just going to be an awesome partnership. We are going to train you. We are going to walk you through step by step. We are not going to leave you high and dry, right? We've done this a lot. We know what it takes to create a successful partnership and create a successful opportunity for you. So don't worry, don't get nervous. I know it's always a nervous time. There's a lot of nervous, good energy, right? Make sure you focus it on that good energy and on building and on keeping it simple. That's the biggest thing, right? Focus on the simple things. Don't try to understand everything all at once, because quite honestly, everything's not important right now. It's about getting started. It's about creating momentum. It's about keeping that momentum. So don't get overwhelmed. Keep it fun. Have a lot of fun. And no, we are here to support you 100%. And we are so excited.
Thank you very much, guys. I would really like to thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for Maki, who was answering all our questions in the chat room. I really appreciate you guys getting up early on a public holiday, and happy birthday, ARIIX. So enjoy. This is our first celebration of your birthday. So happy birthday. Thanks for doing this. I personally am very excited, and a lot of the people that I've been speaking to are very excited. I come from product, so I know what it is to have a product opportunity and how that changes people's lives. So I am, for one, very excited about this. So now it is just to go out there, do what you need to do. Don't get overwhelmed, because like Cameron also said, there's a lot of information. But so how I've been dealing with this is I only thought, so to do all my work today, what do I need to know to do that? And that's how I've been taking this. So taking it down to digestible chunk size, that to get through this day, what do I need to know? Because the core of the business has not changed. It's about sharing the opportunity with people and earning through sharing. So that is exactly the same. That hasn't changed. So go out there, make it happen. Have a wonderful day, and thank you for sharing your time with us. I will share this with everybody as soon as the video is available. Have a wonderful evening, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Thanks, everybody. We'll see you.